Hi guys, Julia here from JM Squared Vintage. Welcome back to the channel. I am here with a pretty amazing bins haul today. That is the Goodwill bins, also known as the Goodwill Outlet. Not to be confused with a regular Goodwill store or a regular thrift store with like organized racks. This is everything comes out in the bin and you're digging for things. I think I have 41 pieces this week and I had to peel myself away because I am kind of hitting max on my storage. I'm working out solutions for like some additional storage, but you know, like I could be there all day. One of these days, I promise I'm going to do a full day in the bins and I'm going to do just a crazy epic haul of all the things that I found. It's always funny when you leave, you're like, oh, what am I leaving in those bins? Like what treasures are still there? Because you know that there's still treasures there. But before we start anything, I'm going to address the pink frog in the room. You may notice that my voice is a little raspy. I've been sick all week. The way that my body processes illness is that I get sick, I feel better, then I lose my voice, and then I have a cough for 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm kind of at that I feel better, but my voice is gone phase. Any doctors care to shed some light on why that happens? It's just how my body has processed it my whole life. But if I sound extra sultry today, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
But if you are new here, first and foremost, welcome. I am super happy to have you here. If you are into thrifting, if you are into flipping, if you are into vintage, if you are into treasure hunting at the thrift stores or in antique malls or in flea markets, consider hitting subscribe down below. I would love to have you along on this journey. We are building this community of amazing thrift lovers out there. But without further ado, guys, we've got a lot to get through today. So hit pause, get yourself a snack, get yourself a drink, and let's get into the goods. Okay, first up here. It's Vera Bradley. I think this pattern is called Provencal, Provencal. It is a retired pattern. And this is like a little overnighter bag with kind of a padded, detachable strap. And y'all, these are back in. I was just by a big college campus nearby just this week, and I saw kids walking around with their gym clothes in a Vera Bradley bag. So they have come full circle. I do believe this is retired. Probably I'll get $30 for this, maybe 40. It is in fantastic condition and I paid $1 for it. So I will do that all day. So to keep this in the vein of collectible bright patterns, the next thing I found was this beautiful Lily Pulitzer dress. It's a cute little sheath dress. It's stretch cotton. It's this beautiful bright pattern. I have the pattern name written down. I cannot remember it. I'll put it on the screen down below. But this is in like perfect condition. It's got these cute little like elbow length sleeves with like a triple layer ruffle on the end. And if you look on the back, it's got this cute little like peekaboo with a ruffle all around it. I've seen comps on this go for between like $40 and $70. So I'm always going to bank on like that $40. And it's not something that like I anticipate flying out of my closet right now, because we are like a month away from Christmas. But, people do go on vacation all year, so it's not outside of the realm of possibility that it will sell quick. But I know that this will move quick in the summer, and I know it'll move quick for like a good price. So Lily is just something that I will always pick up when I see it. Like there are things that I will leave behind, but Lily Pulitzer, because these are typically evergreen styles, they are collectible patterns. Like if I see it and it's in good shape, I'm going to get it. Next up, I got this really pretty little like linen blend off the shoulder long sleeve tiered dress from Saks Fifth Avenue. And this is brand new with tags. That's what the tag looks like there. And it's an extra large. White dresses are something that I will always pick up because no matter, everybody has that whole like, don't wear white after Labor Day. But the fact of the matter is girls are always looking for white dresses because they're getting, there's weddings, right? So if you are in that phase, in that season of your life, you maybe got an engagement party, you've maybe got a bridal shower, you've maybe got like a bachelorette party. Maybe you've got amazing friends and they're taking on a bachelorette weekend. And you're always looking for those kind of like white clothes. So this is something, you know, it's linen, it's a classic shape, it's a classic silhouette, and it's an extra large. I don't think that this is going to sit around all that long. Maybe 25 or 30 bucks on this. I have no idea how much their kind of linen blend stuff goes for. I've sold a bunch of their cashmere, but it's in great shape and it's brand new with tags. So I don't think that that's going to stick around for all that long. Next up, we have this really beautiful evening top from Tadashi Shoji. He's an evening wear designer. He does formals and bridals. This is his label. Very high end, definitely an expensive brand to shop. And this, I mean, the quality on this, like the construction on this is unbelievable. Like you can just feel the quality in this. It's this beautiful, like kind of lightweight mesh. You can kind of see it in the sleeves here. Can you see through that? I don't know what you're seeing on camera there, but it's got a ruching on both sides and the ruching stretches. So this is going to fit, like mold to fit any arm. This is a size medium. It's got this beautiful flattering, like crossover, like faux wrap pattern. Can you see that? And where it closes, it's got these beautiful like jet beads. Let me get my face out of there so you can see that. There you go. Isn't that pretty? And then on the back, it's a full zip closure. Again, a nice low V back. That's such an elegant touch. You know, this is probably a little bit, you know, one of my more like mature designs, but these do have a following, and there's a lot of women who love doing separates for evening. Next up, I've got this cute little knit kimono from Umji. Umji is one of those boutique brands that has a following. It tends to move pretty quickly for me, but this is just a cute, perfect little fall piece. It's like a black and white kind of knit. It's a size small, medium, but easily could fit a large. You know, maybe 25 bucks on this. These are always just a great go-to pickup for bundling because people just love them. They love a topper piece. Yes. Oh my God. I squealed audibly in the bins when I found this. Look at this absolute confection of a granny sweater. Oh, can you deal with this? Okay. First of all, this is all beading. This is all beading right here. Let me get you up close to that beading because this beading is in absolutely impeccable condition. There is not a loose bead, cracked bead, bead out of place, or a loose thread. And it is beaded all on the front and across the back. Look at that. Can you even handle this? I am dying. So it's a size 36, which I think translates to a size small or extra small. It's pretty teeny. But this is in impeccable condition. I mean, there is not a loose, a pick, a hole, or anything. I'm not sure what this knit is, but it is lined on the inside for comfort. Is this unbelievable? Like, I could not believe it when I found this. To find something in this good a condition at this age, I'm dying. Maybe 50 or 60 bucks on this. Oh, can you even look at that? Look at it. Oh my God, please, whoever is this size and give this a home and give this a new life. Like, I cannot wait for that to find a new home. Oh. Next up, and this is a brand I don't often pick up. I pick it up here and there when it's kind of a more substantial piece. This is Splendid. Now this is, and I will say, like, I don't pick this up for resale, but it is a brand that I like to wear. Their textiles are always super soft and comfy. But these are these cute little, just like basic overalls, but they're kind of chambray. They're not stiff denim. They look like regular denim, but they are that kind of floppy tensile. So super cozy. It's a size large, which I love to find. They kind of have, they're not really jogger bottoms, but they have kind of bottoms that like mimic that kind of finish. This is a great find. You know, maybe, I don't know, 35, 40 bucks on these. Depending on the brand, overalls just sell quick. They just, you know, they're so in, they're forever in, you know, people love them. So they're always going to move fast. Next up, I mean, this is a big piece. This is this beautiful fuchsia pink shacket from Evereve. This is the brand there. Can you see that? These are kind of like a standalone store. They make their own line and they're pretty pricey. They're not crazy expensive. This was probably $150 new. You know, it's spendy, but it's not like Saks Avenue spendy. But this is in fantastic condition. It's super cozy. It's like a boucle fabric. Um, and comps on this go for like, I'm seeing comps over $100. Do I anticipate getting over $100 for this? No, I'm banking on probably 40 or 50. But what a great find. And I think that this will sell quick because right now is the time that these kind of things move pretty quickly. Next up, this is a really kind of funky piece. This is a brand I've never heard of. It's called Valiant Paris. I don't know, maybe this is a boutique brand, but it's this kind of cool, like little jacket. It's got a single button right there, but it's a cape instead of sleeves. Can you see that? I just thought that this was a really cool kind of vibe. I love this. I kind of wish it was my size. I think this is a size medium, smaller medium. You know, I'm not quite sure what I'll get for this. Other pieces from this brand go anywhere between like 25 and 45, so maybe like 25 on this. I just thought that this was a really cool piece and definitely like a statement to make when you're out kind of for an evening. I just thought that was really cool. Maybe that's me. That's very my style. That's something that I would wear. Next up is this really pretty like boho kind of overtop from Rain and Roses. Show you this label here. Super pretty. Like, I love this kind of ecru, like kimono topper piece looking thing. I've had a bunch of these, and they always move really quickly for me. It looks like, I think the drawstring kind of came out of the thing right here, so I'll loop that back in. But it basically like ties right under the bust and kind of gives you an empire waist effect with these beautiful like flowy like dolmain. No, I don't know what kind of sleeves these are. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. But I just thought that was so pretty. Look at that detail. You know, maybe $30, $35 on this. They always sell for more than I think that they're going to. Definitely kind of a style to keep your eyes out for as you are thrifting because these move. Next up, I've got another piece that has a ton of fabric here. This is cute little topper piece from Torrid. It's this pretty like peach or orangey tie-dye, ties right there in the front, and it's long. You know, it has this tiered skirt. This is just so pretty. This desperately needs to see my steamer, but man, is this going to be pretty once it's up. It's a size 4, so a 4X, which I love to find in Torrid. Just one of those brands that sells pretty quickly for me, and it is that kind of statement topper piece. That is a piece for somebody who wants to be seen. So I love it. It's in fantastic condition. I cannot wait to get that back into use, and I really can't wait to see what that looks like once it meets my steamer. Next up, oh, another very cool vintage piece. Are you ready for this? Look at this little mod delicious dress. Isn't this so cute? Look at the little bow on the front. I love this fabric. Like, I love this fabric. I wish this was my size because I don't think I would get rid of this. It's got a cute little kick pleat in that front. It's got a little round neck sleeve. It's just a very classic mod silhouette. I think there is a little yellow spot on here somewhere. I think I saw that in the bins, but I don't even really care. Yeah, it's got like a little bit of yellowing right here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but I mean, it's pretty not noticeable unless you're really looking for it. But I had to get this. I am obsessed. I love it. It's a short length and it is in perfect condition. I mean, it's just no rips, no tears, no nothing. It feels like a really nice fabric. Huge seam allowance. If this is something, you know, somebody wants to get this and they're on the taller side, there is a ton of seam allowance in here. That's like a solid foot. You know, maybe 50 or 60 bucks on this. It is just so cute. I love this. Here, this is a cute little open front boho cardigan from Billabong. Again, more substantial pieces from Billabong in particular. For whatever reason, Billabong sells pretty well for me, better than like a Roxy or anything else in the surf brands. But and I don't often get a lot of surf brands, just only more substantial pieces. But I just thought this was really cute. It's the right time. It's long line, open front, very beachy, very boho. You know, maybe 25 bucks on that. And last up in this first bag is this beautiful like sweatshirt from Poetry. Poetry is a brand I've had before. I've shown it to you before. It is a Bolo brand for sure. It's very expensive. They make their clothes out of hemp and they're super soft and the details are always beautiful. Look at this. Look at that embroidery. Isn't that beautiful? It's tonal. It's like the same color as the sweatshirt. And it's this nice like boxy fit. It's got 3/4 sleeves. It's a size, wait, let me see if I have the size on here. It's a size large, which is a great size for Poetry. I have had Poetry shirts similar to this go for like 50 to 60 bucks. This is a brand to be on the lookout for sure. It's one of those brands kind of like Soft Surroundings that's pretty expensive to start with, and it has collectors that really love their stuff. Next up is this cute little like athleisure warm up from Yogalicious. I think this is a Nordstrom brand. They sell pretty quickly for me. It's that really soft fabric. It kind of reminds me, not necessarily of like the Lululemon Align. This has a little bit more compression, but it feels very similar to, I think it's Beyond Yoga pants, those kind of like fleeced like pants. People really love them. These will probably sell pretty quick for me. It's a size large, which is always a good size to find in these. You know, probably $20, $25 on that. Next up, this is another Bolo brand. This is called Jen's Pirate Booty. Have y'all ever heard of this? You see that tag there? Something about this tag just spoke to me. Like this, something about this felt very like, this shirt is something. Literally on the back of it, it says, hand wash in the ocean, hang from a palm tree, or lay to dry on the sand. So look at this little wisp of a thing. So I grabbed it and I threw it in my bag. And when I got back to my cart and I was doing a little comping, I see that it's sold at Free People. I've never seen this brand before. They also sell, of course, on their own website. I'm sure they sell in some other boutiques, but they are very expensive. You know, like if you were to have kind of a typical like Free People shirt that would cost whatever, $89, a Jen's Pirate Booty would be something like $250. This was probably about $150. So anyway, like I don't know what I'm going to get for that. I have to do a little bit more research into like sold comps, but I'll try to make sure that I put this in a ship with me, either like a short form situation or if I do a longer ship with me video, just depending on time. But I'll try to make sure that I film this so I can tell you guys what this does end up going for. But what a find, and definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Next up, I found another dress from Religion, which is a brand that I found, I think, in my last video. I'll link the video down below. And their whole thing, this is a UK brand, and they do these kind of like dark and moody pieces. And this is another little cute cocktail dress. Look at this. Isn't this so pretty? It's almost like an animal print. It's almost like an animal print done with bleach. So it's kind of blousey on this side with a little bit of a drape. I love this sleeve, how it goes into this like intentional twist. I just think it's so pretty. It's got an exposed zip on the back. I think this is a size medium. This is a size large. But this, you know, I'm not quite sure what these will go for. I just listed the other one. Maybe $30, $35 on that. They are really pretty and they definitely have a very specific aesthetic. So I'm assuming just based on the aesthetics alone that it'll be a brand that kind of has followers, that really looks for that brand. Next up, this was a great find. And this was the kind of, you know, I'm going back to the bins to put my stuff back for the last time. And it's this beautiful piece from Free People, and I think this is called the Hey Girl, like full zip. It's got this cute like little lace inset situation in the back. It's got these wide sleeves. It's got kind of an empire waist with a raw hem. The comps on this go for like $100 to $150. This must just be an in-demand silhouette, definitely one to keep your eyes out for. I mean, obviously it's a substantial piece, it's heavy, it's a size small, but easily this could fit me in classic Free People styling. Just a really cool piece. Yeah, and it's got kind of a drop tail. If you see on the front here, it's much longer the back is than the front. Super cool piece. And it's a nice gray. I do need to do a little detailing on that, but this will clean up beautifully. I love finding pieces like that where you know somebody donated this because they thought it was destroyed because it's pilling. Y'all buy yourself a depiller if you don't have one already, or a debobbler, whatever you want to call it. I will link my favorite one down below. It is like the best $15 you will spend for your wardrobe. Next up, we have another Free People piece, another kind of long Free People cardigan. I think this one is called the Take a Bow cardigan. And it's this kind of light heather gray. This is like a lighter weight than this. This is more of a sweatshirty feel. This is more of like a thin knit. So it's this kind of pretty like light heather, almost like, it's almost got like a warmth to it. And then on the back, it's got this pretty little bow, like right in this kind of like cinched area. So it'll give you that a little bit of a silhouette. Little like fringed front there, all the details. It's got these hook and eyes. I'm assuming that's how they're kept closed. Perfect condition. I'm not quite sure on this, maybe $30, $35 on that. Great find. Next up, now I love to pick up Western pieces. This is something that I kind of picked up while I lived in Utah because there were a lot of like Western pieces around. But I know that there are collectors, and I know that people really seek them out. And they're usually made like very well because they are made to be worn while riding horses, while doing work. It's this cute little top from Rangers. It's a size small. I love the little trim detail if you see on the back. This is one of those things. Now, also look at these buttons. Aren't these fun? They're supposed to look like little bones, I guess. There you go. The thing I love about Westerns is you just never know, because there are certain things in the Western world that have crazy collectors. There are tales of people finding, I can't remember the name of them. I'll put it down below. But there's like a specific brand of like show garments. So when I say show garments, I mean like either like a rodeo queen or like a Western singer. If you can like, people have found them in thrift stores and sold them for thousands of dollars. They are very expensive. They're almost always custom made. And if you're keeping them in great condition and pristine, like people just really love them. There's a huge collector's market for it. So always when you see a Western piece, like even if you don't buy it, like look it up. Just make sure that it's not one of those pieces, because you'd be leaving behind thousands of dollars. Next up is this really cute sweater from Sincerely Jules. And I feel like another YouTuber found this exact sweater within like the last month or two, and I can't remember who had it. But Sincerely Jules is, it's a boutique brand. It's a nicer boutique brand, but I just thought this had everything going for it. It has these nice wide sleeves. It's got this kind of cowl neck. I love this almost like mixed media look to it. It's got a little bit of a crop. It's size medium. I maybe $30, $35 on this. I just think it is so cute. It feels very Free People to me. That gives me a very Free People vibe. And not everything that they make is kind of that ilk. Next up here is this really pretty floral cardigan from Sparrow. This is an Anthropologie brand, of course, size medium. I just thought this was so pretty. Of course, Anthro does not sell for what it used to, but it's still sought after. This is a very artsy cardigan. I can see this being worn by like an art teacher. It's just beautiful. It's an interesting basic. Obviously we all have our closet staples. I am somebody who lives on closet staples, but there are a lot of people who live on elevated, unique staples. This is a basic garment with interest to it. So I'll always pick up stuff like this. Maybe 25 bucks on that, but I just thought that was so cute. Next up, and this might be something I keep for just myself to kind of like pop around the house in, is this cute, like intentionally distressed, oversized, like pocket t-shirt from We the Free. It's got like distressing down here. It's got a little distressing on the front. It's got distressing on the sleeves and on the chest here. These, though, always tend to go pretty quick for me. These kind of like intentionally distressed We the Free pieces. I love that this is a size small. Like, is that taking up the whole screen? Like, it's got a little hole on the sleeve. Yeah, I'll definitely keep this for myself. But We the Free for sure. If you find these things in like great condition, these and the FP1 pieces always tend to go super, super fast for me. So definitely keep your eyes out for it. Next up is a super cute little safari top from Madewell. I am just, it's a size small, extra small. It's teeny tiny. Yeah, it's a size extra small, but look at the embroidery on the back. I love this so much. It's so cute. It needs to be steamed. It's going to look great when it's all pressed up. It's got a little tie waist in this pretty khaki color. You know, maybe 25 bucks on this. I could not leave that embroidery behind though. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Guys, can we just put embroidery on everything? Is it just me? Is that just me? I love it. Next up, we've got another Free People piece. It's this cute little tank top. It's this heavily, like I need to photograph it and do kind of like a Google photo search on this. It's got this beautiful like heavy embroidery around the neckline and on the yoke here, and then down in the front, you know, on kind of like a front panel. Super soft, you know, maybe 15 or 20 bucks for this. The size tag is cut off, but I'm gonna guess that this is a medium, and it's in great shape. Next up, this is like a little bread and butter piece. I think this is a really classic style, so I grabbed it. It's this pretty little sweater from River Island. I love this kind of wrap collar with the button. It's so classic. It's so elegant. You know, I won't get more than probably $20, $25 for this. River Island, I think you see in Nordstrom. That's the tag there. But this is just a beautiful little piece with a little cable knit accent on top. Super classic, of the season. You know, now's the time to get it. This was one I had to look up once I got home. This is a brand called J.ing. So Jing. And I just thought this was such a fun little piece. It's got kind of this boucle detail with like the raw edge and then like a chain trim with gold buttons. And it feels really well made. I didn't know. Also a little detail on the sleeves there. I guess this is kind of an internet clothing brand that just kind of advertises on Instagram and sells things. Because when I searched it when I got home, there's a lot of like reviews like, is this company a scam? Is it not a scam? Like I said, it feels pretty nice. I mean, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to get for it on the resale market. Maybe 20 bucks, but I grabbed it because it felt like something. Sometimes I'm wrong. Who knows? I might, get 10 bucks for it. And if that's the case, I'll try to let you know. Next up, now this is a tag I love to see in the bins. Are you ready for this? Hello, Missoni. I think this is a more recent piece. This feels like, a classic Missoni sweater. It's got this cute little short sleeve, this little stripe to it, and you see the little Lurex fleck in there. This is a size medium. It's in fantastic condition. I'm not quite sure what I will get for this. I see sold comps going, from $40 to $200 depending on the sweater. So I'll do a little bit more research before I list this, but what a great find for $1. Oh my God, Missoni. Oh, I love it. Next up, another brand you want to find in the bins, and that is Reese or Rice. Reese. It's this beautiful wool sweater. It's got kind of a cropped silhouette, this beautiful like waffle knit. This was probably a $300 sweater when it was new. I'm not quite sure what I'll get on resale. I've never sold it before, so I will let you guys know what I do end up getting, but maybe 40 or 50 bucks on this. Isn't that beautiful? Just so classic and like, again, like an elevated basic. Oh, next up. This is another brand to keep your eyes out for. This is James Purse. There you go. The softest textiles you will ever find. This is just kind of a basic long sleeve t-shirt with kind of like a wide neck. It's in great condition. It is super soft. Maybe 20, 25 bucks on this. But if you find more substantial pieces by James Purse, be sure to grab them because they are very expensive. And he's just known for using the best of the best textiles. Next up, I've got a little bread and butter Tommy Bahama piece, this little silk blend, kind of women's short sleeve shirt. I love this colorway. This is very unusual. Usually with Tommy Bahama, you see a lot of like blues and greens. You don't often see these kind of like warm fall colors. I just thought this was so pretty. It's a size medium, like 60% silk, 40% cotton. The textile is beautiful. It's in beautiful condition. This does not feel like it's ever been worn. You know, maybe $20, $25 on this. And Tommy Bahama women's always goes really quick for me. Next up, and you know I love my linen, is this beautiful little like shacket. It's almost like it's a shirt with chunky buttons, or it's a shacket. The buttons are made of bamboo. This is from Russ Barron's, and I think this is like a little boutique that's up in Malibu, but the quality of this linen is off the chains, guys. It is beautiful, kind of floppy. You can tell that this is just the highest quality that they could get. I love the color. You don't often find like a burgundy linen piece. I have to do a little search into the size. I'm not quite sure if this is men or women's. I think this can go either way, but it's a great piece and it's beautifully made. See, it's got these like front patch pockets. It's just telling me that it's like a shacket or like a little field coat. So cute. You know, maybe 30, 40 bucks on this, just, you know, based on the quality of the flax alone. Next up, this is a brand that used to be super duper hot for resale. This is Young, Fabulous, and Broke. They make really, you know, just kind of California style pieces. It's this cute little peach. Oh my God. Everything I'm pulling out of here is so wrinkled. I'm so sorry. One of these days I'm going to have my stuff together where I'll have everything like nice and steamed before I show it to you. But I also feel like there's like a little bit of realness of me actually like pulling it out of the IKEA bag. But look at this cute little top. It's a mixed media, right? So right here is kind of like a fleece, like a sweatshirt, and underneath here feels like silk almost. Or like almost kind of like a vintage windbreaker. I feel like everybody's dad had a windbreaker that feels like this. It's like a woven fabric, and it's rigid. There's no stretch here. There is stretch here. There's no stretch here, but it's really soft. It feels very, very soft. I just thought this was super cute. And I think this is brand new with tags. Like, I don't think this has ever been worn. So I don't know, maybe 25, 30 bucks on that. Super cute. So next up, I've got this. Oh, I love finding this at this time of year. This is a little Barefoot Dreams open front, kind of cascade front cardigan. It's black. It's a size large, extra large, which I love to find. This, you can tell that the person who used this, if they wore it ever, because it does feel like it could be brand new, you know, you can always tell with Barefoot Dreams in particular, because the fabric is so soft, you can always tell when somebody took care of it like according to the care directions. You know, I've found some Barefoot Dreams in the past and I've just had to leave them behind, you know, where maybe they use like fabric softener on it. Guys, please stop using fabric softener. It is so bad for your textiles. Use the wool dryer balls. I'll link them down below. You can buy them pretty much anywhere you can get laundry stuff now. Like, they're better for the environment. They're better for your skin. But yeah, I love finding this stuff in great condition because it'll always go quick. You people just love this stuff, including me. I am people. Next up, I got this cute sweater from Prana. I love finding Prana pieces, especially Prana sweaters. People really love them. I love it's got that little cable detail. It's kind of a longer line. It's a size small, but it is in perfect condition. Maybe 35 bucks on this. Just a great like closet staple there. Next up, I got this great pair of Figs jogger scrubs. Now, I haven't found Figs in a long time. There was a point in kind of reselling where they were hot cakes. I guess they were selling out. They couldn't keep up with supplies, maybe during COVID, I don't know. But I feel like I've heard some chatter about us not being able to sell these anymore. If I can't sell them, I know enough nurses, I can certainly give these to somebody. But they're in fantastic shape. They're a nice like olive green with black drawstring. These really don't feel like they've been worn at all. And they are a size medium. So I don't want to say keep your eyes out for them until I know that they are A-okay to sell. I'll put my findings down below. Next up, we're getting there, guys. There's only 2 or 3 more pieces left. Next up, I've got another little Yogalicious little sweater or little sweatshirt, full zip. This again feels like it's never been worn. It's that same super soft fabric. Size medium. Again, this will sell pretty quick for me. Oh, this does feel like it is brand new with tags. There's still like the tag bar on there. This is a little cropped silhouette though, super cute. You know, maybe 20, 25 bucks on that. And again, it should go pretty quickly. Yogalicious stuff is very nice quality. Even if it's not, you know, it's not as sought after as like a Lululemon. It is very nice quality. So if that's something you're in the market for, definitely check it out because you can pick up some great pieces at a great price. I lied, we have about 4 more pieces. Sorry guys. Next up is this cute little sweater from Joie. Joie. This I kind of liken to like an Anthropologie brand. This is a cute little thin lightweight sweater with a little bit of lurex in it. Can you see that fleck? So cute. It's a size small. This is the time to be selling something like that. You know, maybe 25, 30 bucks on that. And I don't think this will sit around. This is like very apt time for sparkly sweaters. Next up, this is a brand that I've never seen before. And I feel like I've been finding so many of these like high-end Australian brands. Maybe there's just a high population of people coming to the States from Australia. That makes sense because we have similar climate. This is Sea Folly, Australia. These are these cute little split leg beach pants. I know it is like a month before Christmas, but these will go. They take up almost no room and they retail for like 150 bucks. I'm seeing sold comps on these for like 30, 40, 50 bucks. It is an extra small, so probably on the lower end of that, but they are beautifully made and definitely a brand to be on the lookout for. Next up here, and I feel like this is such a pretty like closet staple. You know, it's something that will be beautiful and flattering in a closet forever. It's this pretty little Madewell rack dress. And this is not showing well on the camera just because of the construction. I'll try to link this down below if I have this live by the time this video goes up. But it's just a cute little silky black flutter sleeve, size small dress from Madewell. It's not too old, although I don't think something like this, it really matters. I think this is from fall of 19. And if you don't know how to find that, you're not going to see this on every brand, but Madewell in particular, I think J. Crew also does this. If you look at the inside tag, like where they usually have like fabric content, there's sometimes a little tag here. Can you see that? So FA19, so you have the style number. So for Madewell in particular, you can put in that style number and it's going to bring up like the page. And FA19 means that it came out in fall of 19. I just thought this was so pretty. You know, maybe $25, $35 on that. It is a perfect little black dress, very romantic, very floaty, very flattering. And finally, oh, this was a good find. Again, a swim cover up, but this is from the brand L Space, and this is brand new with tags. So L Space is a very high-end kind of swim brand. This is the tag. Let me show it to you. That's the tag. And this is probably one of their more expensive swim cover-ups. I see comps on this going for like $150. It's insane. But it is this incredibly beautiful, look at that eyelash detail on the edge there. Isn't that stunning? And it's kind of like a little tunic length. I think this is a size small, maybe an extra small. But I'm excited to see what I get for this. I don't care if I hold on to this until summer, until swim season, because I think that I will get a very good price for that. But that is it, guys. That is the haul for this week. I so appreciate you hanging with me and bearing with me. This is probably going to be a pretty choppy video because I've had to pause to cough. My voice isn't happy that I've been talking so much. But for all you numbers nerds, I got 41 items. I think there was one piece that I kind of put back into donation just because it had a huge hole in it. And I somehow missed that in the bins. But I had 41 pieces. I spent $42. And all in, the value on all of this stuff is probably about $5,000 plus, like MSRP. But I'm anticipating sales between $1,100 and $1,300 on this, which is phenomenal for a $41 investment, with a profit of somewhere between $800 and $900, depending. And that leaves me with 19.5x return on investment, which I will take all day, every day. Again, I cannot wait until I have more storage and I can go a little bit more crazy in the bins. Oh, it's going to be so great. But guys, I appreciate you so much. I love hanging out with you. I just cannot thank you enough for hanging with me and going through these things. Don't forget to let me know about the treasures you found in the bins this week, that you found in the thrift. I love reading about them. It just makes me so happy. I love finding these treasures and getting them into new homes. But guys, without further ado, have an amazing week. Everybody stay healthy, take your vitamins, keep your immune system strong. Happy hunting, and I will see you in the next one.